So Cody wins the WWE Championship after a great match with John Cena. Somebody pinch me. So, a lot of things were predicted before this premium live event. Cody's heel turn, Cena lying. Nobody in this world predicted that we're going to see the return of Brock Lesnar. SummerSlam Night 2 was an amazing premium live event with so many great matches and have so much things to talk about. But with the return of Brock Lesnar, I feel like I'm being put in a position where no matter what I'll say, I will probably get in trouble. Let's put it this way. The moment itself, I completely lost my mind. You know, I thought I was dreaming. I was absolutely shocked. In terms of a wrestling moment, this is wrestling, right? I'm a big fan of Brock Lesnar. Always was. He was always a big part of the channel. Like, OGs of the channel will understand.
The farmer in the dell. Hi-ho, the dairy-o, the farmer in the dell.
I really don't want to jump into conclusions before getting any new information. I'll be checking the news every day now. Something must be going on. I really, I want to give people the benefit of the doubt. I want to believe that this whole thing about Lesnar was blown out of the proportion, or something changed, or maybe he was cleared from, I don't know. I really don't know. What do you expect me to say, really? All I do know is that this is the reason we didn't get a press conference after the premium live event. I understand how complicated the situation is. The moment was great. I want to, remember the good old days, get a glass of milk, put on Farmer in the Dell, but at the same time, I know how complicated this whole situation is. All I'm gonna say is, I'm gonna be completely real with you, not gonna blow any smoke up your ass. The moment itself, I can't put into words how shocked I was. This is what I sent to my brother. Swearing in Russian for whatever reason, I don't know. It's gonna be a very big, controversial topic for a very long time. So like I've said, I'm in a very uncomfortable situation. It happened like 10 minutes ago where I don't want to put myself on a high horse and be like, oh, you know these people. At the same time, if everything is, as series and stuff, maybe we shouldn't have Brock Lesnar. You know what I mean? I can't win, I don't know how to feel, so why don't we just get into SummerSlam? Triple H opens the show and says, you ain't seen nothing yet. Oh, so he wasn't lying. I thought he's talking about the Cody heel turn, honestly. And the first match was Naomi, Rhea, and Io. Naomi got a great entrance with her dad playing her to the ring, which is really sweet. And as you guys expected, this was a great match. Everybody knew what kind of match this is going to be, and there's a reason why it actually opened the show. Now, I don't understand WWE's thinking right here. So they actually talked about how Rhea winning this match means she beat Io Sky. Isn't the whole idea of beating Io Sky is to beat her in one-on-one competition? Isn't that the whole idea? Beating her in a triple threat match still means, well, you didn't beat me in one-on-one action. But that's what the commentators kept talking about. Whatever. Absolutely enjoyed the match. Lovely, lovely stuff. And a lovely, lovely finish. This way, Naomi actually stopped Rhea from finally beating Io. They're still telling the story, but wrestling is kinda weird. I can swear they actually talked about how Rhea can't beat Io in one-on-one competition, and now it doesn't matter, since that works for the story now. I don't know. Maybe I'm completely wrong right here, but like I've said, the match was great. I'm glad Naomi won. And like I've said like a month ago, this is going to lead to another WrestleMania match. I'm pretty sure. Io, Rhea, and this is where Rhea will finally beat Io Sky. Will it feel like it's beating a dead horse by that point? Possibly. Possibly. I know a lot of people are probably sick of this storyline, but the matches are good. People, the TLC match was absolute bonkers. So, we got the Hardy Boys, we got the Dudley Boys, the TLC guys. It was a great idea to have this match as the second match, because most of the time, like I've said, the second match is the worst spot to be in. But when you have this kind of match, I don't think you're going to have a lot of problems getting the crowd going. Crazy ass spots, that's what I'm gonna tell you. Crazy ass spots. You saw the match, you know what happened. It was absolutely wild. That Spanish fly through the table. Candice LeRae through the ladder. That shit looked scary as hell. It was an unbelievable match, and all I really can do is just SmackDown's tag team division, man. I don't know what to tell you. I really don't know what to tell you. I knew this match was gonna be good. It's a TLC match with a bunch of people, with a bunch of high flyers, but holy shit. Now, the championships did get retained. We didn't get new champions, which I guess makes sense. They just won the titles. I really thought Andrade and Rey Fenix are going to win. That didn't happen. Whatever. A big highlight reel just to highlight the SmackDown tag team division. Every time I look at the shit they're doing with the SmackDown tag division, I'm like, why does Raw suck? Like, not even comparable. They're on different levels. They had the opportunity to put this match at WrestleMania. Let me remind you that. Let me remind you, it's also kind of weird how this premium live event, Night 2, was basically Extreme Rules. It was kind of crazy. Makes me wonder why they didn't spread it out a little bit, like some extreme matches on Night 1, some extreme matches on Night 2, I have no idea. But in general, this was much stronger than Night 1. Then we got Lyra versus Becky. Becky Lynch got a new theme song. I was ready to hate it, people. I was ready to shit all over it. You know, why change something that's good? Well, unless it's also very good. The song is really good. If I can listen to it once and already like it, it means it's good. Like, it's a very good theme song. Obviously, by a popular artist, I'm pretty sure Def Rebel couldn't come up with that shit, but they need to touch it. They needed to touch it, people. It starts with, the man has come around, of course. Because if you don't tell me, we don't know who it is. You gotta tell us who's coming out before the music starts. Well, Def Rebel, you gotta break the rule when the theme song is good. It's catchy. We know who's coming out. Just a very fun match all around. You know, we saw this match a couple of times, but you know, this was very different, and maybe that's why it worked. We watched a completely different match. This was Lyra's last opportunity, by the way. If she loses, she can't challenge Becky for the championship. We got some zip tie struggle. I think she was supposed to remove it with the help of the fire extinguisher, but that didn't work. But man, we did get so many creative spots. That's the highlight of this match. Becky, Lyra, just, you know, wrestling has seen it all, but they still came up with some crazy ass shit I personally never seen before, so I really appreciate that. We got Bayley. The question was, will she turn heel? She did not. So Becky was kind of fighting two people. The camera work was really good. Out of nowhere, Lyra threw the table. Probably so much better watching that on TV than, you know, live in the audience, because you didn't see that coming. You're watching Bayley versus Becky. All of a sudden, somebody's flying through the table, and accidentally, Bayley actually cost Lyra the match. She tried to hit Becky, but hit Lyra instead. So Becky retains the championship, and Lyra can no longer challenge for the championship. And since Bayley did not turn heel, it leaves us to Becky versus Bayley, where eventually, possibly, Bayley is going to take that championship, and then we're going to get Bayley versus Lyra. So Lyra is not out of the championship picture, it's just that we're not gonna see Becky versus Lyra. Very simple. But again, so far, I'm watching this premium live event, I'm like, this is good. This is good. All gas, no brakes. Then we got Jacob Fatu versus Solo Sikoa for the championship, United States Championship inside the steel cage. Y'all know I'm not a big fan. I hate the door gimmick. That's my problem. But it was a typical steel cage match. I feel like it's one of these matches where you can't really come up with a lot of creative shit. Everything's been done. Whatever. Still enjoyed it. The best moment of the match to me personally was basically the referee, he kept opening the door. These are the rules. Jacob came up to him and said, "It's all gas, no goddamn brakes." Jacob got handcuffed, which I believe is referencing his past. I could be totally wrong, but I mean, that's the entire idea. Solo, during the entire build, said once a criminal, always a criminal. He busted out of the handcuffs, but the finish to me was kinda underwhelming. So Tala kicked the door, hit Jacob Fatu, and Solo uses the door, which is the thing I hate about this match, the goddamn door. And the door was the biggest focus, which I get. Solo is a heel, he's a cowardly heel, he's gonna use that opportunity. It just kinda ruins, you know, the whole point is you're locked inside the steel cage. Climbing the cage, getting out, that's tough, but if you can do that, well, congratulations. Leaving through the door is like, well, then what is the point of the steel cage? You know what I mean? It kind of diminishes the whole match type in my opinion. But at least WWE tried to make people happy, because then we got Jimmy, Mateo, and Tonga Loa got locked with Jacob Fatu, which is not a very nice position to be in. And we got a moonsault off the cage, which looked really, really rough. The impact was absolutely crazy. So, you know, Jacob did not win the match, but he definitely looked a lot more stronger than Solo Sikoa. It's just that WWE don't want to, you know, get the championship off Solo that soon. I think think that was probably the right finish. It's just a bit underwhelming, like I've said, the overuse of the door. You're gonna be locked inside a steel cage. Or you can just ask for the referee to open the door. You know what I mean? I don't hate the match type. It just has some stupid shit in it. Then we got AJ versus Dominic, which was such a fun match. Every match was fun in different ways. This had a lot of comedy. You know, AJ with Eddie Guerrero tribute during the entrance and during the match even. I'm still so impressed by AJ Styles, man. You couldn't tell that this is basically the end of his career. His last SummerSlam probably. A very fast-paced, fun match where he cheated like Eddie. And, you know, he was dressed like Eddie. It's like AJ was trying to out-Eddie Dominic Mysterio. You know, during this match, I was thinking this is exactly what Dominic's Intercontinental Championship title reign should have looked like. Wrestling, the Intercontinental Championship just has that reputation. You gotta have great wrestling. A lot of title defenses. Dominic never had that. This is what we should have gotten. So while watching this match, I was like, you know what? If Dominic retains, I'm not gonna be angry. Whatever. If that's the type of quality we're going to keep getting. But then we got booed to the face, frog splash, and Dominic retains. But that was the game plan. He loosened the boot earlier in the match. So in the end, he's still the better Eddie Guerrero. You know, just like his father. Like father, like son. Great move by Dominic, even his stepdad Rey Mysterio gotta be proud. The reason why I'm not necessarily angry Dominic retained, even though I really want to see AJ Styles as the Intercontinental Champion, is because, well, at least now we can say he had a great successful title defense in a very fun match. Give us a couple of more and then maybe somebody takes the championship. You know, I really hate this idea of Dominic being such a terrible champion because he didn't do shit with the championship except for tonight. Stephanie McMahon announces the attendance, which I believe nobody really cares. I've never seen somebody, well, Twitter probably, they argue, hey, WWE attendance, before anybody tells me that I look tired or it's 5 a.m. The premium live and it's 5 a.m. in my country, and I'll probably edit this video for the next 4 hours. Of course I'm tired. I slept for like 4 hours in 2 days. For the main event, I want to address something. Jelly Roll actually left a comment under my review. And during the video, I was giving him a lot of compliments because the dude absolutely killed it. Like, he earned our respect, whatever. That is obvious. I didn't even really get into it because to me it was like, well, that's one hell of a performance. Couldn't be me, you know? But I also talked about his booger and the head moment with Logan. And it felt like I spread a rumor and the person found out. The moment he left that comment, I was like, oh shit, I talked about the booger moment. But it tells you what kind of a man he is. Like, so much respect to Jelly, man. He gets it. It's all jokes. And finally, people, we got Cena versus Cody Rhodes. Cody with a special entrance. He got emotional, which I interpreted as he's turning heel. This is the last time we're going to see Cody as a babyface in a very long time. During this match, we got a lot of these moments that teased a heel turn. They fooled us. Well, anyway, Cena got an entrance, a babyface entrance where the trance came back, it was black, and then, you know, it lights up. So we knew the real John Cena is back, and people, I have so much to say about this match. This was so good, so much fun, like an actual good match. None of this BS I keep talking about how, you know, there's two great wrestlers, you don't need a great match. It's about the star power and about the extravaganza, you know. What do you call these kind of attraction matches? This wasn't even that. This was legitimately a very fun wrestling match where John Cena was moving like crazy. I was just wondering, why did they half-assed it at WrestleMania? Cena was moving like crazy. Felt like I was really watching the real OG Super Cena. The moment with the elevator, that probably hurt like hell. Cody used the turnbuckle, which was very heelish, and the look on his face, man, I was like, is he really turning heel mid-match? STF with the ropes. Triple Crossroads still got a kick out. Triple AA off the top rope. Kick out. So many near falls, which I know a lot of people are going to have a problem with. And I sometimes hate that too, but I guess, I mean, it's Cena versus Cody at SummerSlam. You know, it's WrestleMania. It's I can get behind that shit. You know, they were working us basically because every time you see these finishers, like, okay, that's it. And it wasn't. So like I've said, absolutely loved this match. And I can't be the only one who was kinda waiting for The Rock because the idea of Cody's heel turn was planted into my stupid brain. So I was like, yeah, probably The Rock. The Rock is coming out. It wasn't Rock. We got it cutter through the table. Final salute and crossroads for the victory, people. Cody is your new WWE champion. Emotional moment, passing of a torch. Exactly what I actually predicted months and months ago. Exactly when John Cena won the championship at WrestleMania. This is the predictable route. And it's good. The final salute, that was such a great moment. You know, basically saying goodbye to the face of the company, to your hero. That was a very beautiful moment. You know, I can already imagine these video packages WWE are going to do. So that was all great, you know, what a moment. Cody leaves the ring. Thank you, Cena, everybody, celebrating the career of John Cena. We appreciate the hell out of you. It's not over yet, but, you know, Cena is that guy. He was fun to love, fun to hate. All of a sudden, Brock Lesnar's music hits. Everybody goes wild. Brock is in an amazing shape, by the way, with long hair, looking like just an upgraded Ultimate Farmer, people. And I'm like, oh my god, this is so confusing, but I can already see the IWC are losing their minds. And like I've said, I don't know what happened, people. I have no idea. What happened at SummerSlam, though, was Brock Lesnar came back, everybody's losing their shit, we got the F5, the Ultimate Farmer is back in business, people. The Daisy die. Did the cow Daisy die? I don't know. I don't know what made Brock Lesnar return to the WWE, but I know why we didn't get any press conferences. It's... I don't know how to feel. I don't know the severity of what happened. He was kinda mentioned, right? I don't think he's legitimately an evil person, but at the same time, I don't know what to tell you, man. I'm kinda speechless. That's how I felt, like, what the fuck? He's back! What do you mean Brock Lesnar is back? Correct me if I'm wrong, by the way. As far as I'm concerned, he didn't participate in the action with Laurinaitis, Vince. I heard he asked for a picture or something. I don't know. I can't win. I don't know what to say. Part of me is saying this company is getting weird. Part of me is excited to see one of the greatest WWE characters back. You know what I mean? That makes me an asshole, so be it. I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't want to tell you, oh my god, this company, this, because I would be lying. Part of me was excited. I would be lying, and I don't want to lie to my audience. A little part of me was like, this is cool, you know, but there's this other stuff. That's how I felt. Now, what all of this means? First of all, Cody won the championship. Let's talk about that. I guess he's moving on from Cena and Lesnar. I have no idea who's the next challenger. We're gonna see. Because it seems like John Cena is now going to face Brock Lesnar, probably at Clash in Paris, I believe, or in Australia. I have no idea. So, Lesnar versus Cena. We seen it, and this was basically kinda the same moment we saw in 2012, right? Where when Brock Lesnar came back all of a sudden after WrestleMania. I think the match could be interesting if we're going to get blood and shit. Like, you know, it needs to look real anyway. Does that mean we're going to get a triple threat match? Again, I'm not gonna lie, people. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. Part of me is excited. The chaos. I know a lot of you have been watching the channel for a very long time. Y'all know how big Lesnar was on this channel. Like, the biggest meme he was in all the intros. So you're probably very excited about this video. But the thing is, what do you say in a situation like this without knowing enough information? What am I supposed to tell you? But anyway, people, that was SummerSlam. One thing's for sure, shocking premium live event. Like this video, subscribe if you already didn't. The Great One, peace, love, and hugs. It's been a pleasure.